Hey everyone, today we're covering the first ACT math problem on this channel ever. I know, exciting stuff. Honestly, I was kind of getting bored of the SAT content. But yeah, this one says in the figure below, BC and EF are parallel and AE is congruent to FD. If angle ABC is 130 degrees and BAF is 22 degrees, what's the measure of AEF? Okay, so this angle right here that we're trying to find. What we're going to do is draw a line, a straight line from A to D. Okay, so imagine that's a straight line. So why did I just do that? Okay, because we know from E to F, that is parallel with BC. So from drawing a point from A to D, we also just created another parallel line. And it's interesting because you see AE, right? That is basically a transversal that cuts in between these two parallel lines of EF and AD. Now, why is that important? Well, because we know that it's going to create two angles, right? These two angles right here, what do they mean? Well, these are same side interior angles, okay? So if I have two parallel lines, let's draw this out here, and then I have a transversal, no matter how I put this transversal, the interior angles here, right? These two that I label right here, they're going to add up to 180 degrees, right? So I can draw like this. That's still 180 degrees, okay? It would be something like that. Okay, so let me erase this. So what we have now is we can also create another set of parallel lines. We're honestly not even creating those lines, but just pointing them out. And that is going to be B to C, okay? Because watch this. We have A to D and B to C. Since we know A to D is parallel with E to F, E to F is parallel with B to C, and so B to C should be parallel with A to D. And this line right here, AB, guess what? That's another transversal, okay? And we have another set of interior angles right here. Angle BAD, which we're trying to solve for because that'd be very useful to find the angle of EAD. And then we also have this set of angles right here of CBA. And so we know that our first set of interior angles, they have to add up to 180 degrees. So we have 180 degrees, we're going to subtract 130 degrees. Oops, 130 degrees. That's going to give us 50 degrees. Okay, so what does this 50 degrees mean? Well, this means this right here, our angle BAD has to be 50 degrees. So let me just get rid of that. So we have 50 degrees. And then we know originally that our angle of BAF is 22 degrees, so we can subtract 22 degrees away. And so that is going to leave us with 28 degrees. And this 28 degrees right here is our angle EAD. Okay, so let me label that EAD. Cool. Now what do? Well, we have another set of interior angles we have to find, and now it's a pretty easy problem, right? Because we know that this angle right here, boom, and this angle that we just found of 28 degrees, they have to add up to 180 degrees like we said before. So 180 minus 28, what is that in degrees? Well, that's 152 degrees as our final answer. So guys, if you want to see more ACT math problems, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.